And then I said, what dog? Yes, I know. Oh, boss, you throw me for a loop. Oh, hello there. Hold on, boss. Your crew just arrived. I think it's about time we start the meeting. Let me call you back. Hey, crew. Welcome to another meeting at your fine Coldstone Creamery. I can tell that it's my turn, so it's time for me to tell you what to do. Let's begin, shall we? Hey, well, first off, schedules. Schedules, well, that's what I handle. I'm your schedule maker. What does that mean? Well, I'm the one that controls your work life. You give me your requests, you give me your school availability, and I try to fit that in with the Coldstone Creamery. So, what do? First, you put your request here. That is the schedule request box. You know it by the label on the box. Now, as you can see, it says, is it 10 days in advance? Is there a specific date you're requesting? Is there a reason for your request? And although Lonnie's not here, she is with us in spirit. Let's take a look, shall we? Whoa! The box is overflowing with request after request. That's because people can't work on certain days. Oh well, looks like we're gonna have to find some cover. So, what have we learned? Well, schedules, requests. What we have to do is make sure that 1, it has to be 10 days in advance. 2, there has to be a date of when you've written your request. 3, there has to be your name, of course. 4, there has to be a reason for your request. 5, make sure it's 10 days in advance. Thank you. Next is switching. What do we mean about switching? Well, if you give me, the schedule maker, specific availability of when you can work and you can't work it, then you find someone to cover. Although this is an alright excuse, it can be a little overboard. And what I mean is by constant switching, which is frowned upon here at Coldstone Creamery. Now, we do give you a lot of leeway and we do give you a lot of privileges, but make sure when switching, you don't make it a habit. Lateness and excuses. Lateness can be tolerated if you do call in early. What do we mean by early? Maybe an hour, maybe 2. 10 minutes, it's kind of pushing it. And always make sure it's a legible, legitimate excuse. No, I locked my keys in my car. My car is being used right now. And so on. Next, we have uniforms. Well, what does your uniform consist of? It consists of your trusty hat with the Coldstone symbol on it, your trusty Coldstone apron. Next is your t-shirt. It's a polo tee most of the times with the Coldstone logo embroidered on it. Then you have your name tag. Mine's a little worse for wear, and it doesn't have the pin on the back. So I had to MacGyver it and put it in this little plastic sleeve that also holds my health certificate. That's right, you must have your health certificate and make sure it's renewed, because if it's expired, you'll be sorry. And then there's your shorts and shoes. You have to make sure that your shorts are not jeans of jean-like quality. Colors. Now, this may not be suitable in National Coldstone. It can be used here if it's appropriate. And it's not jean-like. Shoes, just make sure they are not open-toed or open-heeled. And remember, kids, The uniform makes you uniform. Now sometimes we may be in a rush and we may forget a certain article of clothing. And sometimes we ask our fellow crew members who may be off or getting off that if we can borrow their specific uniform. And that's okay, but make sure that it doesn't become a habit. That's a no-no. Also, please make sure that you wear your full uniform at all times during your shift. Sometimes it may get a little hot and you may want to take your hat or visor off. No can do, Kimosabi. You have to keep it on until you are clocked out. Finally, leaning and standing around. What do we mean? Well, sometimes when you think you've done it all, you think that you finished all your duties, you may just kick back and relax. If only the world was that way and everything was Christmas and rainbows. I'm sorry it's not. There's always something to do here at Cold Stone Creamery. So remember, don't get caught leaning. Don't get caught standing around. Always be productive. And face your customer, not your back. Thanks kids for watching. That's my part. Do your part. And you're welcome to the wonderful world of Cold Stone. You're in my heart. Toodaloo. Ooh. Is this thing over or what, man? I can't keep these smiles up, man. It's too much. It's too much. It's too... Is that... Still recording.